Hello, everybody. Omni here. Just got word that Red Dead Redemption 2 released its first video showing actual gameplay for the upcoming game out of Rockstar Studios. Um, this is a game that I know a lot of people I know, and myself included, have been looking forward to. The first game was gorgeous, and it was such a blast to play. Oddly enough, I spent way more time in that game doing all the different side activities, the mini games, and all that stuff than I ever did doing the main storyline. I can't tell you how many hours I just sunk into playing poker and liar's dice rather than actually doing what I'm supposed to be doing in this game. So, the only thing that I was surprised about out of the first game was that we never got like a re-release of it. I mean, Rockstar usually does this type of thing, and at least for their primary franchises. And I was surprised we just never got a Red Dead graphical bump up for like the PS4 or a PC port, because that game would have lended very well to like like a high-end PC or a gaming rig in general, and just opening up and detailing that beautiful world even more. I know that even Red Dead 2 still is not going to be on a PC, but it will be PS4 and Xbox One. So we will get to see some type of next-gen version of this world that they've established. As far as we know, this one is a prequel that takes place before the events of the first game, and I'm really excited. The little teaser that we got a few months ago was just that, a teaser. But we finally have some gameplay to look at, and I'm not going to wait any longer, so let's go ahead and jump right into this trailer.
They'll probably hang you, buddy.
You coming, buddy?
In the late 1800s, America was evolving, on its way to becoming the most powerful country in the world.
God,
New immigrants arrived.
this looks
thriving
so
outposts
gorgeous.
became towns, and civilization was spreading rapidly into the huge, wild, and lawless frontier. With Red Dead Redemption 2, Rockstar Games aims to create a living
Good
world
Lord.
that's not simply open, but deeper,
Come on, pretty boy.
more interactive and detailed than ever.
Pretty boy?
Combining action, storytelling,
We need to get those people warm and fed.
and gameplay in new ways. As you live, ride, and fight to survive as an outlaw in a notorious gang.
As long as we get paid or you get shot, I'm happy.
The
This is a
game
pretty
is an
lengthy
attempt to
video.
capture this pivotal moment when the age of outlaws was ending and the modern world was born. There is a huge world to explore, set across a range of America's
This game
heartland
is
and
so
frontier. From
gorgeous.
harsh
I'm going to
mountain
say that
trails and
so
dense
many
forests
times, I know.
To untamed swamplands and sweeping deserts, rugged livestock towns to modernizing cities, and much more.
I want to
Populated with a diverse cast of
know how
characters
close
from
the
turn of
actual
century
release
life.
version of the
Now
game
shoot,
will actually look
please.
compared to this.
I'm waiting for someone interesting to turn up.
You play as Arthur Morgan, a trusted senior gun in the Vanderling gang, a band of outlaws and outcasts on the run from the pressures of civilized life.
Okay.
We are gonna borrow a little money from old Uncle Sam and be out of his hair once
Borrow.
and for all.
Each time they're forced to flee an area, the gang sets up a camp as a base. This is where gang members eat, sleep, perform chores, play games, and share stories.
Anyway, I
More
got caught by
poker.
some hill country sheriff stealing a chicken, I think it was, and he decided I was going to be hanged for it.
These are the
Gosh, this
people
looks like
Arthur
such an
calls family,
immersive
and
game.
You'll get to know each gang member over the course of the game.
So, you saved the silly bastard's life, then you and him go robbing sheep.
Helping the camp with food and supplies will keep morale high, while spending time with other gang members can reveal new secrets, fun things to do, and opportunities for mischief.
How about you and me go and redistribute some property?
In and out of camp, the world is alive and responds to the player.
Well, ain't this a rare treat?
And your guns aren't the only way to interact with the environment. Call out to a passing rider.
That's a nice horse.
Talk yourself into trouble with a local tough guy.
Clear out.
Or out of trouble with a town sheriff. Or intimidate a witness into silence, and more.
Keep your mouth shut. You're dead, friend.
You don't want to involve yourself with this.
Confrontations can be escalated or diffused.
Take it easy. Do what you want. I don't care.
You can form friendships
God, you did it!
or make enemies as you choose.
You killed my cousin, you sick son of a bitch!
Your actions have consequences, and it's up to you to decide just how honorable Arthur is.
Should I have killed you, Jimmy Brooks?
Me?
Shooting and fighting have both been radically improved to make combat deep and engaging at all times. Each weapon has unique characteristics, with realistic reload and recoil that always keeps the player grounded and connected to the action in a gunfight.
Except when you are literally Western
In a
John
similar
Wick.
way, the bond with your horse is crucial and changes based on your treatment of the animal.
Hold still, girl.
Some breeds are better suited
Oh.
for certain tasks.
I got a fella.
We got horse testicles.
Work horse like this for a while.
Your saddle and saddlebags can store
That's
extra weapons,
commitment to
along with
detail.
supplies and animal carcasses that you pick up while out roaming or hunting.
Gosh, there's
Over time, the bond between you and your horse will grow, making them easier to control in tense situations.
Yeah, he's a great
That's-
horse.
that's
Saw him when
awesome.
The devil got him.
oh.
A rich and varied ecosystem thrives in the world.
I wonder if
full
you'll
of
have
predators,
hunts like you did in the
prey,
first
and
game,
scavengers,
and maybe
all
some
smart
legendary
and
beasts to
sometimes
find
deadly.
You want to come with me?
again.
I'll show you how we hunt one.
Hunting helps the camp or earns you money. Wound an animal and you'll have to track them down. Animal pelts and other items you find can be traded for cash to use at general stores, gunsmiths, saloons, and elsewhere.
This is God's own country, and I feel I'm in purgatory.
This is a world that is rich in depth and detail. All designed to be explored on horseback or on foot.
I can't get over
You
how
have the full
gorgeous
journey
this
of a gang of
looks.
outlaws on the run across America. In the next gameplay video, we'll look at missions, activities, enemy gangs, robberies, other things to do.
Another
and
realistic
much more,
fishing game.
including the evolution of sharpshooting
Loved that in
using the Deadeye system.
15. Final Fantasy 15, that is. Oh, gosh. That game looks so gorgeous, man. That was one of my favorite things about the first game is just those backdrops. The landscapes were just beautiful to look at, beautiful to explore, and the world is just so vibrant in it. There's always a lot of character, and like this one just takes that and raises the bar just from what it looks like. There's a lot more depth to this game than I think we've seen before, at least in this series, that's for sure. I wonder how many characters you can have in your encampment, how many people are actually part of this gang, and all the different ways that you can interact with them. One concern I have, because they always talk up this like your actions have consequences, but even in the first game, you could play Marston as douchey as you want, but in the end, he still kind of comes out story-wise the good guy, and it didn't lend itself as much to people who just wanted to be that rugged dick. And I'm wondering if this will be any different, or if maybe they will have long-lasting consequences, or maybe have varied endings as far as your choices go throughout the game. Maybe like a good and bad ending, something like that. I don't know. It's a prequel. They could probably get away with doing whatever they want with it, and it's not affecting like the continuity of the preceding game. But this looks like so much fun, and it seems like there's even more depth and things to do in the world that I don't know if even if I get this game, I don't know if I'll be able to finish it. Just because I'll probably just be off running around in the woods or just sitting at a table playing poker for 100+ hours. Probably not that, but I know I spent at least 20 hours, 24 hours of my total game time on the first one just playing the gambling games. Mainly poker and liar's dice. Well, like, you got fishing in this, you got poker again. I wonder what other mini games you're going to have, what other activities you have. I know they got the hunting in there. Like I said, while the video is playing, I wonder if we're going to be able to, if there's that opportunity again to find like those mythical creatures running around, like where you had the chance to find or tame a unicorn, or you had in the undead version, you could tame the horses of the apocalypse. So many possibilities with these games because they do set tight to that realistic tone, but there's always like that little bit of fantastical charm that they like sprinkle in there. But this looks like a living, thriving community, world, ecosystem, everything. I can't wait to see more. I can't wait to play this game. But yeah, that's my thoughts and reactions to this. I don't know if there's anything else to say about it. It looks great. There's not very many other words I can put to it. The game's beautiful, but we see beautiful trailers, and the trailers are always rendered a lot more than they would be on the system itself, since these are still just console games. That's not a PC port, so that's not what it would look like if you're playing it on a PC. So I'm wondering how smooth or how close to this we'll see on the consoles, whether you got a PS4, PS4 Pro, or an Xbox One or One X. We'll see in the long run once we see more of the game, once it's closer to it coming out, and when we have our hands on it. Thanks for stopping in, and I'll catch you all next time. Later.